What is going on there? I don't know, but I don't ever want to come up against that. In this clip, Scuba Stokes figured out that if you mark a helicopter with a precision airstrike, it will actually shoot it and take it out.
I don't know if it's going to work or not, but yeah!
Optimus Trump here, though, just happened to be in the right place at the wrong time. That's interesting because it proves that the precision airstrike planes are actually physical objects in the world. And if they hit your helicopter, then you're going to have a bad day. A couple of awesome vehicle takedowns here. The first one from Long Shot. Oh no! Giving their victim the old Goldberg spear there. And this one from the real Boswell. This is one of the most brutal finishes I have ever seen in this game. So he's chilling out in the truck. He knows there's an enemy in there, but the gas is moving in. I'm not quite sure if he had a plan at this moment, but the enemy jumps onto the truck, pushes him off the edge, gets the down, finishes in midair before he can even hit the deck. That is just a nasty play right there. This next play, though, from Ryu is just as spicy, and I think this is the first time I've ever seen someone take the spotter perk in COD Warzone. So maybe some of you don't know this, but if you take that perk, you can see enemy equipment through walls. It's highlighted in red, and then you can hack it with the pad here, and it becomes your equipment. So now all of those claymores and all of those proximity mines belonged to Ryu. So what do? Of course, it's a bit of a bait. If you fire a gun in Warzone that doesn't have a suppressor on it, you'll come up on the minimap. So he's trying to get the enemy team that are camping on the roof, all three of them, to take that bait and run into their explosives, which they think are harmless to them. Finally, there it goes. Double down, destroyed the helicopter they had there. Runs out, nice little slide, takes out the third guy. That is a delicious team wipe, and I'm sure that that squad are just scratching their heads right now wondering, how did that just happen? Wan Huna, though, not as fortunate. Jiggly Panda here with the drone. I've already seen so many nice clips of people putting C4 on the drone, flying it around and exploding when next to a target, but it appears that Jiggly Panda's drone scared this guy to death. And down the ladder they go. I swear that that ladder has a higher kill-death ratio than I do. This one from Crispy Memes. I don't have any words for this apart from it's an insane clutch. Just watch.
Dude, try and knife him. They're the last two.
Hey, knife that guy.
Nice. Play the game. Play the game right there.
Next up, we've got some really nice throws. The first one from Devi. Gets the molly, sends it from downtown. Direct hit on the chopper. I didn't even know you could throw them that far. That's crazy. Edubik calling in their own airstrikes from above in the helicopter. Spots the squad on the ground. Throws the C4 down. Perfect execution. That is a lovely triple kill team wipe. Next for some ridiculous RPG long shots. This one's from Orchestra Fanfare. Let's count the travel time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hits the target. This one is just as good from the Toddfather, though. Flying around in the chopper with their friend Waxed Beaver. Sees the TAC rover. Makes the shot. That is some really impressive prediction skills right there. Star Slayer in this clip gave us the most battlefield helicopter takedown I've seen in this game yet.
Oh my god!
Is this shot from B. Martin better, though? You decide. Bingo and Friend making COD Warzone look like it's a single player game. This is sick.
You take the one on the right, I take the one on the left.
Okay.
3.
Nichols up here proving that they are in fact the best driver in the Warzone. Up the tail fin on the plane, over the gap, drives to the front, onto the connector. Nice use of the handbrake there. Spots a target on the roof, jumps up, and you just know he gets that kill. That whole thing was so smooth. But if anyone is coming for Nichols Ott's crown, it's this guy, the Noobling. Noobling has spotted an enemy on the UAV in the TV station, and they've taken the 4x4 in there. Unfortunately, there's a door. No problem. Noobling really wants this kill. And then we're in the main production room. All of a sudden. Have you ever seen anything like this? You're in the TV station. You think you're safe from vehicles. Noobling comes along in the 4x4 and smush you against the wall. Goodbye. We're bringing it back to boots on the ground here, and UMOP in this particular clip demonstrates how deadly the crossbow can be. So this is obviously a custom loadout this guy's built, and they've crept up on a guy who's come to collect their teammate in a truck. Very, very patiently though, he waits, takes out the guy in the back, one hit kill, and then hits a ridiculous crossbow shot through the window of the truck to kill the last squad member. I think I may have to go make myself a crossbow loadout now, because that is mad damage. This is a great solo endgame play from DMAC. It's a very small zone. They have to run back into the zone with the gas mask, and they pick up a precision airstrike just in case. It's a bit of a bad position for DMAC right here. He spots one enemy behind some hard cover there. Good opportunity to use that airstrike, so they do. Perfect placement right there. Unfortunately, he's got an enemy on his left, but he hits the deployable cover. I just never use that. The only thing I thought it was good for was stopping trucks in their tracks, but that is just a great use of it right there. If you don't have cover, make your own, make use of that shield, because there, it really came in clutch. Mike Minder here picked up a hitchhiker. Apparently some guy just decided to start riding around in the back of his truck. Well, Mike was having none of it. What do you do with a bad hitchhiker? You chuck him into the sea. It's as simple as that. Warzone players can't swim, so if they're in the sea, they're dead. I've already seen some great comebacks after being redeployed from a respawn or the gulag, but Simmel here, arguably this one takes the cake. So they've parachuted in. They're just ghosting this 4x4. That entire squad gets out. They've only got a pistol, but who needs a pistol when you've got a vehicle? That is just pure brilliance right there. Ready-Made learned that maybe calling in your teammate and a loadout drop at the same time isn't a good idea. This is a great snipe from James Charles though, in solos. The old seat switch in the helicopter. Gets high, spots the sniper glint in the background. Perfectly placed shot there, absolutely beautiful. Headshot with the HDR, I'm sure they won't be happy about that. I'm just extra displaying that it isn't just the AX50 and the HDR that are useful sniper rifles. They ascend the elevator, they've spotted an enemy squad on the roof, and this is solo versus squads as well, so this may be difficult in a 1v3 situation, but they armor up, get that last plate in there, and up they go towards the top. And this enemy squad are a bit distracted right now. So Extra peeks the door, patiently waits, gets the first headshot, pushes round, gets the second. Obviously at this point their teammate has called and said there's someone on the roof. And of course they nail that one too. 3 headshots in a row. These next few clips demonstrate why it's important to never let your guard down in COD Warzone and always finish the enemy off. Soul here went AFK for some reason in the gulag. Not a good time. The enemy runs over, locates them, hits them a few times and decides to give them a cheeky teabag, confident that they've got the win, but no, Soul got back just in time, turned around, hit him with the takedown. Rolito here thinks they're all safe and sound to go and pick up a recon contract. Unfortunately, there's an enemy nearby, but this guy has got some excellent teammates. So the enemy is distracted by them, they're in a helicopter, and then they come over maybe to go for a finish, maybe a bit of gloating, boom, sorry, there's a helicopter on your head. Amazing. Fleety17 here gets in a spot of bother though. They jump out the truck and change to a 4x4, but unfortunately as they're getting in they get rammed by that TAC rover. But the enemy squad here don't go for the finish, and that allows Fleety to start that self-revive. They're distracted by something, I don't know what. Fleety gets up, gets out the RPG, triple kill. The penultimate clip for today is from Elka, and this is right at the start of the game. They go for a helicopter, pretty sound strategy. You can use it to go for objectives quickly or smush people. Had to tilt it a bit to get that one, but this guy is on a mission, and I think right now they're scouting for targets, trying to find any enemies on rooftops. We've got one here. Literally throws the helicopter at that dude. Crazy. Then picks up an RPG, has a cheeky look over the edge. What's that on the road down there? Oh, 4x4. Mate, that's an easy shot for me. No big deal. Boom. Good night. 3 enemies right at the start of the game. And finally for today, Retro with one of the best solo clutches at endgame I've seen. So they're up on a roof. The zone is already moving in. And they spot a guy down there prone. Beautiful shot. Jumps down. Is that akimbo 357s? Who does this? Who uses akimbo 357s? There's a guy on the right. Drops them nice and quick. Got to get that reload in. The gas is pushing. I think he can hear someone on the right too. He knows there's someone there. Staying in cover. Prone. Nice and quiet. Finish that reload. Pushes in. Finishes the guy on the right instantly. Gets shot from the left in the back. Has to go prone. The pressure is on right now. And he makes the shot. Of course he does. What a brilliant play to wrap up the victory. And that is all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this